Hey everybody, what's up? Alpha here. I'm going to do my final review, my final thoughts on the series of Kiseijuu, Sei no Kakuritsu, in other words, Parasyte the Maximum, the 24th final episode. Now, I did have my enjoyment out of this episode, however, it is going to be simple and short, to be honest with you. And I know many people will be complaining if they read the manga or watch the ending. If you're just an anime only watcher, might be upset about it. But for me, I know if it really happened, I think I would have been really heartbroken. I really would have been really heartbroken to be honest with you. But at the same time, yeah. But let's go. Okay, at the beginning we see to it that Shinichi's talking to Migi, and he tells him I'm not going to be around for long, it's time for me to go to a different world, etc. And I think it's time to part ways. Even Shinichi's asking Migi, how am I going to fight the parasites off though? And Migi says, you're going to be okay. So for the meantime, the time you wake up, all this is just you're going to forget right away. So forget you even know me or something, And it shuts off there, and therefore Shinichi wakes up and talks to his right hand and says, like hell I can forget. And throughout the rest of the day we see to it that Shinichi hangs out with Murano studying, and later on he's actually being stalked by that criminal that is concerned to see what is human or a monster, all I know is he's been stalking them for a while now, and he's been doing, or should I say, the guy's name's Uragami, I believe. He's been stalking Shinichi for a while now, and later on, Shinichi decides to go check on the guy, except the guy tricked him and he kidnapped Murano after she decided to go there. And then later on, Shinichi tried to stop him, but it was too late. And later on, they end up going to a high rooftop, and he ends up killing a man, after he saw the guy with the knife, and then he killed the woman. And then he says, I'm not going to kill you just yet, okay? And then later, he ends up, Uragami, which is the serial killer, I believe, talks to Shinichi and says, I want you to say a couple words and tell me something, okay? Etc. Something that involves a psychological aspect. And then he mentions something about we are cannibals, that kind of thing. Tell me that I'm a human and you're just a monster. And I think Uragami knew that Shinichi was a parasite all along. The way how he says it, his tone, and the way how he was talking, I think he might have known. And we see to it that Murano backs Shinichi up and says, you don't have to listen to this guy. He's a monster. Call the cops or something. It'll be okay, that kind of thing. You might have done something that may not be human, but this guy is the worst. He is way worse than those parasites out there. And later on, the guy was about to make a kill due to the fact that Murano has been running her mouth, etc., I believe. But Shinichi, on the other hand, ran as fast as he can. The guy threw Murano aside and tried to stab him, but Shinichi blocks it with his left arm and punches the guy hard, and then he tries to reach for Murano, and then it looks like he couldn't reach her, but later on I go oh my gosh, dude, I think my heart would have died or burst. I literally go oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But later on in a dreamlike state, it seems like Migi was talking to Shinichi for a bit and tells him a couple words of wisdom and says, keep going now. And then he realized he managed to catch Murano on time. I'm not thinking in my mind, oh my freaking lord. That was a close one. And therefore he pulls Murano back up, and then the guy is still knocked out. And as for the staff members, they end up calling other people, And yeah. We see to it that Shinichi talks about a couple things here and there when he was studying with Murano, and then he ends up having a couple of last lines. And I gotta say, it actually became a really important aspect to our lives, mentally, physically, and possibly around the entire world, to be honest with you. So yeah. Now, Murano's alive, with Shinichi, etc. Now, I know a lot of people are gonna be complaining and hating the ending, etc. And I can understand that. I know Murano was really annoying from the start. I thought of her as annoying, to be honest with you. But honestly, that was like Shinichi's like love interest. Not gonna lie. Like many people could complain about like certain girls being with certain protagonists, male protagonists. But hey, man, I mean, it is what it is. And yeah. So overall, my overall thoughts in this series. If you've been with me to the very end with my Parasyte reviews, etc., or Kiseijuu no Kakuritsu, Sei no Kakuritsu, you should already know that I had multiple reactions, and I told you guys how I felt about it with my tones, my ways of saying words, you know, etc. It's been a wild ride. I'm not gonna lie. It has been a wild ride. And honestly, if it adapted to the manga properly, which I've been told many times by many of my friends, so then pretty much overall, if people did not like it, you know, etc., I believe like for most people's ratings, it should range around from a 6 to a 9 out of 10 at most. That's my thoughts over ratings if it adapted properly, etc. But for me, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Now, all you guys could complain and tell me like I'm a crazy idiotic guy. Yeah, I am crazy, but you know I got my own reasons too. If you kept up my reviews with Kiseijuu Sei no Kakuritsu, then you surely know how I felt about it. I had multiple reactions if you kept up with my reviews, and I actually had a fun time with it at the same time. So overall, had my fun, loved it. Complain if you will, but I just like to express my opinion out there. So pretty much like I'm just gonna end it here, people. Thank you very much for staying with my journey with Kiseijuu no Sei no Kakuritsu, or Parasyte the Maximum, to the very end. I hope you enjoyed the show as much as I did, despite the flaws in it that it actually gave us here and there, and maybe like hating at certain characters or many characters, if anything. So pretty much this is my final review and my final thoughts. I'm really gonna miss this series for some reason. Like I can't even stop thinking about it right now. So I'll see you all till then. I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. All right, which will be either between Kantai or Testament. Later. Peace out. Bye bye.